all hamburger juice. It's your boy, Smoke Screeners Prime.
What's up, fam? What I want to talk about is Catslair better than Eternia? Is it better than Eternia, fam? You let me know. Let's take a look at what we got over here with Catslair. Let's look at the light. Now, disregard this right here, fam. Disregard that light right there. That didn't come with the layer. That's an addition from your boy, Smoke Screeners Prime. But what I want you to see is look at what you get with Catslair, and let's look at the size. Now, don't get me wrong, I got Eternia as well, and the size for Eternia is great. But there are some things that's lacking in Eternia that I like more with the layer. For one, Catslair gives you exactly what you see in the cartoon. And it gives you great intricate parts of the cartoon. Eternia, on the other hand, you see some stuff, you see like the inside of Eternia from the Revolution cartoon. However, none of it looks like what you saw. Well, none of it looks like on the cartoon what transfers over to the toy. Now, the monolith is cool. It gives you that motorized feel and everything like that. However, to me, that's not enough. You get the other two towers, which is cool as well, but still it's not enough to me. Because if you take away the monolith and you just put Eternia itself and the two towers like side by side, it doesn't compare to the layer. The layer gives you the features where the arms come up and down. I just knocked something down just now, fam. But no, it can go up and down, and it gives you the turret, so to speak, on the inside. And the one thing I will say is they got this right before, where the pegs were off on the Thunder Tank when it came to the turrets, whereas now they got the pegs right, the distance right, and they can hold, even the kittens can hold the handles for the turrets better. Also, the different doors that open, you got other turrets up here, the light up features, not to say the least, but the playability for this and the fact that it gives you the actual Thundercat feel from the show is what I'm really digging more than with the Eternia. So as we take a look around, this is why it is better than Eternia. All the intricate parts that is needed, fam. I even got Groon and Jogga up there battling. For all the intricate parts that's needed for this, fam. You see Lionel over there about to go in there and handle some business, busting out. All these pieces, fam. Move this over here. That's just intricate parts that just show you how much detail that they went in. And then the fact that you have this right here. Come on. That's another intricate part that shows you how much they have some love for the Thundercats. Now, again, I'm not saying they're perfect. There are issues, but as in a whole, they're giving us what you want. Most of us never thought we would get a Catslair that looked anything close to this. Don't get me wrong, the LJN one was nice for its time. I was never able to get my hands on it, but compared to this, it doesn't compare. Now, when we look at Eternia, and don't get me wrong, it is a great playset as well. You can see that it in itself, although it is a nice playset and the monorails are cool and everything, it doesn't quite compare to Catslair. It doesn't. say what you will. It is what some people consider the Grail for Mode 2. It is. It has a lot of great features, but this does not compare to Catslair. Catslair is in a whole different league compared to this. Now, when you compare how Eternia is, and although it has layers, it just doesn't compare. It's just very slim. It doesn't compare to how Catslair is situated. And again, I'm not saying it's not nice. I'm not saying it doesn't have a lot of great features, but it just isn't on the level of Catslair to me. Again, I'm not saying it's not nice, because with the 5 towers, basically, if you include Gray Skull and Snake Mountain, it looks great, but it just doesn't compare to Catslair to me. So with that being said, fam, the Catslair is an awesome playset. To me, Catslair is now the standards of playsets. Eternia is still a good playset. It is still a good playset. Not knocking it. Glad I got it. I like how my setup is. I know a lot of you got y'all own setups, however, and again, I'm not knocking it. I like it. I wish they had did a Masterverse version, but the Origins, they made it so it can still work with the Masterverse. So I am glad with that, and they have done their vehicles like that as well, to where their vehicles can work with the Masterverse. But Catslair gives you everything that you saw on Thundercats, minus the bedrooms, but it gave you everything that's on, or should I say everything that's been made on this Catslair you saw actually on the cartoon, and for that they get applause. Now, there's a couple of little tidbits that I don't like, but 90% of it is what I got, was what I want, and came out good. And then the 10%, you can't always get everything, fam. It's very rare you're going to get it all. And if you think you're going to get it all, you're being delusional. You're fooling yourself. You can hope for everything, but chances are you're not going to get it. There is a little bit of give and take and everything. But even though we're paying our money for it, you have to decide what it is you're going to do. You have to decide whether the money that you're going to spend, is it worth it, or do you eat? It's up to you, fam. It's up to you. What are you going to spend your money on? And to me, Catslair is money well spent. Well spent. Again, never thought I would ever have a Catslair, but I got it. And the fact that I was able to get it and continue on what I call the Thunderverse, I'm extremely happy. Now, do I have some gripes and some issues with SUPER7? Yes, of course I do. Are they doing everything the way I want them to do it? Absolutely not. If you've been following me, you know that articulation is the main thing from articulation and the looks. SUPER7's main guy, Brian Flynn, he stated more times than I can remember that he's more about the aesthetic, the look. I want both. The reason why I want both is because it can happen. Case in point, the new Ninja Turtles that's coming out, the 2003 or 5, somewhere along those years. Those are coming out to where the aesthetic looks good and it has the articulation. So there's no excuse as why you can't do it. There's no excuse why you can't do it. Because when you get down to the nitty gritty, the Thundercats is one of the main lines that keep Super 7 going. It's one of the main ones. I think Ninja Turtles may be the other one. I'm not sure. Silverhawks is kind of like piggybacking off of Thundercats, so I can't say Silverhawks. But Thundercats definitely is one of their forerunners, if not the forerunning line for Super 7. And if you look at it, the Thunder Tank and the Catslair went through. A lot of people say the Thundercats doesn't have the fan base to get all these other things. But if that's the case, why is it going so hard? How is it that that's funded? It wasn't a struggle at all. The size of the Thunder Tank is what I wanted. It can fit every Thundercat in there, from Lion-O to Snarfer, and everyone in between. It can fit Lion-O, it can fit Panther, it can fit Chitara, it can fit Tigra, it can fit the Thunder Kittens, it can fit Bengali, it can fit Lynxo, it can fit Pumira, and it can fit Jabba. And if you say, how do I know? Because when I opened my Thunder Tank, I did it. The only thing I couldn't do is, I had a stand-in for Snarfer. Because at the time they didn't have Snarf, or should I say, I had a stand-in for Snarf because they hadn't made Snarf yet and they didn't have Snarfer. But that's easy for me. I know Snarfer can fit because of the fact my stand-in Snarfer will fit. And you don't need a great amount of space for Snarfer to fit. But let's get back on this, fam. Catslair is the best playset to date as of right now. So tell me what you think, fam. This is a pass. This is a grab. Did you want Catslair? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you think that Eternia is a better fit as far as a playset than Catslair? Do you think Catslair is too big? Do you think it's not big enough compared to Eternia? Let your boy know. And like a fat kid in dodgeball, I'm out, baby. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't fear.